If he keeps on going like that, he'll end up in a recession, and then there will be no escape for him.
That was Egyptian billionaire Naguib Sawiris explaining how the rollout of Donald Trump's tariffs could lead to a global recession. Sawiris, who is the chairman of Ora Developers, spoke to AGBI in Abu Dhabi during the launch of his new coastal community. While he believes that the tariffs wouldn't impact his multi-billion-dollar operations, US inflation will spark retaliatory measures globally, impacting economies across the board.
It has destroyed the markets. It has made people lose a lot of money. It was unwarranted for. It should have been announced with a 90 days time frame that it will not be implemented, allowing time for negotiation without disrupting the world economy. Like that. I mean, sometimes leaders think they're above God, and no one is above God. So they should feel that they should care for the whole world when they take a decision. What will this decision affect the whole world? The poor, the middle, the rich, everybody.
Recent changes in political and economic reforms has resulted in the IMF modestly increasing its growth forecasts for Egypt's economy for the current and next fiscal year. But Sawiris believes that the North African country's economic future rests on one very important, non-negotiable component.
In Egypt, they have to recognize that the private sector is the most important part of the economy, and it can drive prosperity, can drive growth, can drive. It took us a long time the government a long time to acknowledge that. I think now they acknowledge that. They know that the private sector is the driver. We employ 90% of the working force. Here they know the value of the private sector. In Egypt, thank God, now finally they know the value of the private sector. I believe the private sector will do a turnaround in Egypt. We have a much better government now than we used to have in the past. We have ministers coming from the private sector. So Egypt will prosper, inshallah.
Despite this, over 1,500 companies have moved their headquarters to the UAE in the last year alone. His brother, Naguib Sawiris, Egypt's richest man, was among them. With the launch of Ora Developers' new 4.8 million square meter master plan in Abu Dhabi, Naguib was passionate about the business opportunities in the UAE.
We're here because this is one of the most exciting countries in the world, the most safest, the most happiest. The rulers here wake up in the morning and think, what can we do better, not just for our own people, but all the other people of the world that come here. People are immigrating from the world to Dubai and Abu Dhabi now. It's a tough market from a competition point of view, but with this site and our performance, we feel very confident that we will succeed.